Good morning, everybody. This is Richard back at you. It's a beautiful day this week. Gonna actually get some rain in Texas, guys. Can you believe that? It's been so dry here. But hey, we got Teresa on the camera, the number one, right? Definitely, huh? We got Annie hanging out over there. But guys, we got one of the most hardest vehicles that we've ever probably worked on in the house. We've got a Jeep Commander, 88 model, 5.7 swap, dual transfer cases. And I mean, this thing is packed in like sardines. I mean, if Trent's got a video that he made coming up that he's going to show before the teardown on this tranny of just how hard this unit was to get out, how compact it is in one of these little Jeep Comanches. They're really small. So, do what?
It's a rock crawler.
Yeah, it's kind of a rock crawler too. It's pretty cool. But like I said, it's tight. But this tranny here, I believe everything worked, but no fourth gear. Commanded it, everything, but no fourth gear. So we're gonna get in here and probably do some air checking on the servo a little bit and see how far it travels before we just pull the servo out and see if the pin or the servo's bottoming out in the case in fourth. But anyway, let's get this thing apart. It's pretty cool. It's got a billet shaft back here with your speedometer reluctor right here. And you got your speed sensor here. Got this beautiful adapter that you can clock the transfer case about any way you need to clock it. Really nice piece. Really nice piece here. Now the shaft comes out the back so you don't have to pull the reluctor off. But this is a billet shaft here, definitely. Really nice. Now this has just got a stock torque converter. Don't see a name on it, just a color.
God, you're being loud.
Am I? Got our lockup all ring. This is probably the best one I've seen in a long time.
It's not black.
And it's not black.
The color side is really on the outside, not just the inside.
Yeah. Hope I can get. Normally these bolts don't come out easy when somebody else has put them in. Normally they're over torqued. Usually strips the Torx end out of it. Got a nice seal retainer.
Yeah, you do that.
Teresa, I thought you were getting a mic for yourself.
No.
Oh, is it on order? Everybody wants to hear your comments. Not all of them.
Not everybody. Exactly.
Extra long bolts there. Band's actually very clean. And did you block that, Teresa? Because I sure don't want that to overflow, so we want to watch that.
Yeah, you better watch that.
Filter's pretty, not bad.
Too bad.
I'm going to come in here, and I like to come in here, grab the band, and kind of pick up on it and just see how much that band will pick up right there. See that? That's pretty excessive. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, when they don't have fourth, but they have second, a lot of times it's in the band adjustment, something like that. Something's wrong with the band. Our detent spring for our park reverse neutral drive. Our PWM solenoid, a 3-2 downshift solenoid. I would like to put my clip back on there. Always change your O-rings. They come in your overhaul kit. So we have our shift solenoids here. You can see here just how loose that is. That tells me there that O-ring's just wore plumb out. This one will be the same way. That's on the end of here. You can take that off. I'll put it back in, but there's no spring behind this one. So you can just take that off. But that O-ring there is so hard. It's sunk down below the groove. I mean, there's nothing there to put it in. It just falls right in. So always replace your O-ring, clean your solenoids. As long as they shake on the inside, and you can make them click with a battery. They'll be good to go. So this is an early design, pressure control solenoid wiring harness. Your later design, the connectors over here on the side, sticking out right through here. Oops. Thought I was going to get lucky on that one. Nope. As far as I know, somebody has been in this before. I don't know the history on it or anything like that. Now this is an early design pillow switch. See, all these have a little click to them. You got all your 10s here, and you got 2 shorts. Got your oil deflector. And you got your 8s here. Now these 8s are longer, so you don't want to stick them down through here because they can actually go through the case and rub inside and hit the drum or the shell. Now he did some type of PWM system in here. He bored this out, put a sleeve and stuff in here. So I'm not sure if it's blocked. I'm not sure how that works. I'll have to take it apart and look at it and see whose kit it is. Of course, we're going to have a plastic piston here. Definitely going to update this to billet piston. Just got a nice order that come in last Friday. So
I'm surprised about that, with it having a billet output.
Yeah, no billet input shaft. I don't think. We'll get it in there and see, but what it looks like. It's had some modifications done to the plate. They've drilled a few holes out. Of course, we have our stock aluminum piston, short shank style. I like the long shank. Gives the piston a lot of stability. So doesn't let it wobble or anything like that. And go in here and Scotch-Brite this up. Make sure that your piston hasn't rubbed in here and got a lot of grooves in here. If it does, change it. This is the best accumulator system. They make a first design, second design, third design, and the second design, to me, I like it a lot. If I got it, I'll change it out, definitely. Of course, we have our check balls. Some of them rolled off, I believe. Oh, there it is. But you can see here our 4th gear plate. Let me get this.
A ball. Oh, it's stuck.
I got it. But you can see here your 4th gear feed hole has been drilled. Your 3rd gear feed hole has been drilled. And you come down here, your 2nd gear feed hole has been drilled. So a lot of times they just get carried away and just start drilling a lot of stuff, but those are the main 3 we like to drill if we're going to have any type of performance to it. Some accumulator work, stuff like that. No fluid in the connector, but we definitely want to put a new harness in here because this thing here is not something you want to mess with twice. We have round hole there. Valve body gasket's on right. Got a round hole here. We got a case gasket here. Got the C for case. Round hole, round hole. Okay. I'm going to try to blow some of this fluid off here so I can look in here and see the travel of this band. Yeah, I might be able to see it. As long as it don't squirt me. Moving very far. It's probably moving 1/4 of an inch right there. And then you go over here to your overdrive apply. Yeah, see, there's something, you can't look down in there, because what I'm doing, I can look through these holes, this hole right here, and I can blow through our overdrive and our intermediate, and we can move the servo in and apply the band, and I can watch that pin move and see the how far it travels and give me a general idea what's going on here. So, definitely got excessive travel.
So the pins wore out?
A lot of people grind them and try to adjust the bands and stuff. Especially when they put a Corvette servo in there, they don't realize. And the band could be just wore out, or it's got a 2-ring pin. Might need a 3-ring. But I'm telling you, this thing's moving that far.
Yeah.
So, and what happens is, it'll finally bottom out right here, and not apply the band.
Yeah.
Now you might get some more push. You'll get, in second gear, it might allow the pin to go farther depth in here and apply the band. But in fourth gear, when it pushes it, it's a totally different setup, and the whole unit would be bottoming out against here. So, you just got to watch for that stuff. But you got it. I like my bands. This band here really tight. The tighter the band is, the more firmer you can actually get third gear, because your third gear oil pushes your second gear band off, and that's your accumulator of sorts. It's kind of like this here. When your fourth gear band comes on, it's going to push on your accumulator and soften it. Well, has anybody ever looked for a third gear accumulator in one of these? There's not one. They used the third gear circuit to push the band off. He's got some washers in here. No, I thought that was washers. He's got a check ball drove in here. You can see that.
Wow.
Well, they block it off that way. I just blocked the whole thing off, stacked 2 pistons in there. That way it's just eliminated totally. Don't have to worry about it. Our wide bands that we get from Transtar, the green ones, you almost don't have to do any adjustments at all. You just put them in and go. Now, you never put a gold ring in here out of a shift kit when you use a wide band, because 90% of the time that will put the band on. So you gotta be really careful. No extra sealing on the bolts. You always want to do that, because see how much fluid's coming out of that bolt hole? Mm-hmm. So that one's full too. See, both these bolt holes are full of fluid. That's why you always want to double seal these bolts. You're not so much going to see it through here, but definitely you're going to see it here. Look at our pump and stuff through here. Just staining, really can't feel anything. Want to look at our boost valve and see what type of boost valve we have in here. do have an aftermarket boost valve. Could be a 500, I'm not for sure. Oh! Did you see that? Watch this, guys. Well, it's already pushed it out. But see that little weepo? When I pushed that in, that squirt of fluid went right over Teresa's head. I mean,
you sure?
I'm not sure if you got any on you, but it went right over your head. So I'm gonna still have dinner tonight.
No, it didn't go over my head.
It didn't.
No, it's on
Anytime
the
you
back
have
of my
bushing
head.
wear here, you definitely want to look down in here for any type of wear from this shaft touching. Pressure regulator valve, here's your spring. Now the boost valve probably come with this spring, okay? They usually come as a kit. Of course we have, it's got a nice pretty bushing in there. That's pretty new. Look at that bushing. Pump rotor's been in there for a while. Dual pumps slide spring. That pump slides, of course, it's wore plumb out. It's down to no bluing at all, hardly. Look at that. But as long as the body's good, looks really nice. Check your pin for your pump slide and your spring. It's still there, so we're good there. Bushing looks like it's never been used. Those are really slippery bushings, though. We put a black one in there that's really slimy too. Feeling. We always glue our seal in though. That's a must. Come on, get out of it. There we go. See if I can see anything wrong with this band. Like I said, it could be just built bad. I mean, I get some of these reman bands sometimes that they actually, we don't ever use them. I still got them. Actually, I need to ship them back because we don't like to use a reline band because a lot of times they're out of adjustment. They don't get them the right length and stuff like that, and you definitely have to go in and mess with them. So, but like I said, when I air checked that band, I mean, that pin was moving that far. You can see here it's been sliding on the drum pretty good. Got a reverse frictions. Okay, all the bushings are original. You can see here the big square hole. The video here a while back I talked about a round hole in that 4L60 tranny. So they make two versions of that drum right there with that hole. And you want to, anytime you replace parts, you want to definitely make sure you get the right piece back in there. None of our sealing rings are cut here for our forward clutches, our 3/4 clutch, our engine brake clutch. Still got the old load springs in there. That's nice. Just a stock set of clutches. So we're putting everything we can in this thing. You know, clutch band wise, stuff like that, Z-pack. The clutches don't look bad. I mean, sprag turns the right direction. Looks nice. Inner race looks really nice. We can Scotch-Brite that up. Same way with your outer race. As long as there's no chatter marks, you can always Scotch-Brite this stuff up. If there's chatter marks, get rid of it. It's kind of like a hammer knocking dents in it. Band anchor. Got our forward sun gear. You always want to look at the teeth on both sides for pitting and stuff. There we go. And we just have a factory washer style hub and washer. And we're definitely going to update the hub to a roller bearing style. Get rid of that washer. Always want to look at your planet here for any stripping or anything like that. Teeth wore out in there where the splines are. Shells. Splines are in good shape still. Definitely look at your sun gear for wear. We've changed 90% of these. I say that every time I talk to you guys on that gear there, because it's not a good one to leave in there bad. Snap ring's in the right place. That's good. Got our beautiful billet shaft. That's pretty neat there, huh? Never seen one. I said this is something here that we've never seen. I mean, this thing is really cool. Of course, we have our wave in this thing. We're going to be definitely getting rid of that. This thing probably lives in manual low a lot, so we're going to be getting rid of that. Clutches still look decent. Still look decent. Definitely, you can see here how you want to always Scotch-Brite that inner race up really good. Put your new sprag in there. So you can take and put this on your planet like that, and then grab you some new Scotch-Brite. That way you can hold it and you can get a piece of Scotch-Brite in there and you can just grab that and just spin it. Clean that up really nice instead of trying to hold it. Definitely want to check your planet. Oh, there wobbles a little bit. The rest of them seem to be pretty tight. Well, the only thing I can see, unless, you know, I get into the valve body and find the fourth gear shift valve stuck or something crazy like that. But other than that, I believe it was band adjustment when they built it. They didn't get it set tight enough. The band on these, you want them really, really tight. I mean, almost just enough with the shaft to turn. I mean, you want them really tight. So, well, guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and Teresa, thank you. And we got a ton more to go, guys. Definitely, it's definitely a busy weekend. Y'all have a great day.